focused on trying to watch, learn from, ask questions?
Definitely. Our outfield group, I think, is a cool. It's a special case. We have a lot of new guys. Doesn't matter the age, but we have a lot of new guys in that group, and they have stories and advice to give from past situations, and Kevin Pillar and Albert Almora, Malik Smith, they've all been super open to having conversations with me about whatever it is. I found myself talking to them about their past experiences playing, what mutual connections we have to, on the field stuff that, ultimately is going to make me better. And those three guys specifically, the major league experience that they've had and their defensive capabilities are, something that I think anybody could take a look at and learn something from. So they've been super generous, and obviously they're incredible people to talk to about the game and the defensive part of the game too.
Thanks.
Next question is from Tony Tacomo.
Hey, Pete. Obviously getting drafted in June, and it's now February, and because of the pandemic, you have yet to play in a game. What is just the level of anticipation of actually getting out there and playing in real professional games?
I mean, the anticipation was always there since June, but once it got closer to it being baseball season, and I started getting that itch, that feeling where I wanted to really get out here really badly, and I got the call to come here, and it became even more exciting, and I became a little more anxious, but grateful and happy. And being out here, I mean, it's been way better than I even expected. I don't know what I came in here thinking, but in the last week I've learned a lot more than I've learned in the last year. So.
And also, you talk about picking guys' brains. How much over the years have you been able to maybe interact with Flaherty, Giolito, those guys from your high school when they may have been around?
A fair amount. Those are also another really great trio. I'm lucky that I got to go to the same high school as them, because they come back and give their time as well. But I've gotten a fair amount of time with them for sure. I think it's with them it was probably watching more than actually conversing. But again, watching or listening, there's stuff that you can take from both of those. So those are another really great three guys who I was lucky enough to be able to learn from too.
Thank you.
Next question is from Greg Joyce.
Hey, Pete. What did last summer look like for you after you got drafted? I mean, what were you able to do, and when was the last time that you had a summer without baseball?
After I got drafted, my routine pretty much stayed the same. The whole quarantine period for me was 6 days in the gym, hitting 5 to 7 days, and loving it. I mean, I was around a lot of good people where I was working out at, and it was a good, safe environment, and we got our work done. And it was a lot of people with similar goals and mindsets. So I think my routine and who I was able to be around during the off season and the summer, that helped me to get here for sure.
It looked like you were able to link up with Dom Smith in the offseason as well in LA. What was that like for you?
I was able to link up with Dom for a day, and we just hit and talked. He's somebody that I've watched for years now. Being from California, same area. So, I mean, obviously he's had also a really great career up to this point, and he was a guy that I was looking forward to meeting out here. And when he reached out, I was super excited that I got to just go swinging with him. So that was great. And the time I spent around here, or the time I spent with him around here too, has been unbelievable as well. I mean, he's another guy that he falls in the same category as the Flahertys and the Pillars and Almoras and Smith. So that's a great dude right there, and I'm really lucky to have gotten a little bit of a head start with him back in LA.
Next question is from Justin Toscano.
Hey, Pete, good to see you. When the Mets told you that you would be coming to big league camp, what were your emotions like?
I was shocked. I was in Scottsdale, working out and doing my thing over there, and I got the call from Kevin Howard, and it was a good conversation. He made it very clear. He was like, "You're not here to make the team," and that's something that everybody knew, right? Like, crazy year again, but a year that allowed me to be able to be here, and so I was surprised, but I was also super happy. Obviously, it's been a long time coming. I've been anticipating getting together with a bigger sample size of Mets people, and I'm lucky that it happened this month.
And do you have any specific personal goals for the upcoming year?
I really just want to dive as deep into baseball as I can. Really get my feet wet in pro ball, and I'm taking it real slow. I don't want to think too far ahead into what this year is going to look like, because I'm here right now, and being here, I get to learn from so many people, and I don't think I need to look too far ahead. I just need to soak this all in and learn as much as I can for the next month, and wherever I am in the next few months and for the rest of the season, that'll just happen how it happens.
Thank you.
Next question is from Tim Healy.
Hi, Pete. To follow up on the crazy year line of questioning, thinking back to this time last year, your senior season, when was the last time you actually played in a game, if you remember when that was?
Yeah, I came out. We were actually out here in Port St. Lucie for the instructional period. So we inter-squadded for a good month, and that was also some really good baseball. There's some dudes in our system, and that was a nice little introduction to pro ball. So last time I played was early November, and I couldn't stop thinking about that whole month just because it made me so excited to get back out with this organization.
And thinking about all of the work that you've put in since quarantine, like you said, since actually being drafted, where can you tell that you've made improvements, whether it's strength, speed, offense, defense, whatever it may be?
Strength is probably the first one that pops into my mind. I put on some good weight and some good muscle during the off season, and I think that I made things a little easier for myself at the plate for sure. My body's also, it just feels healthier, and I think that's the number one thing for me. That's what I'm most excited about. But I was working on so many different things, and being in the cages as much as I was, we covered a lot of area with my swing, and I think that I definitely improved my craft as a hitter a lot more than I've ever been able to, just because that time was so focused on baseball, and I was super lucky for that.
You mentioned being healthier, feeling healthier. Were you banged up previously, or is that more of a diet, staying clean sort of deal?
When I say healthier, I think I just mean endurance-wise. I wanted to prepare myself for however many games I'm going to be playing this year. So I think that was the main goal in getting stronger. Also, just for personal health and personal gain, I want to prevent, and I don't want to get into any trouble down the road. So. I'm super happy with the way the off season turned out, working out wise. I was at a great facility in Manhattan Beach with a couple really great trainers, and Tyler Nunn and Bobby Andrade at the Sports Academy, and they got me right and ready for this moment. So, yeah.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Next question is from Ed Coleman.
Hey, Pete, welcome. You mentioned some of the guys you've been running with out there, Pilar and Almora, et cetera. But Tony Tarasco, the instructor, is kind of run the guys, I think, through some different paces. I just wonder what you've been able to learn from him and whether the drills are different or a lot different than something you've done before. He's
He's an unbelievable coach. He knows a lot of the same people I do from home, so he's been really easy to get to know and talk to. And I mean, I think I can speak for the rest of the outfielders. I think that he's made everybody super, super comfortable, and he's getting us excited to go play defense. And he's reminding us how fun it is to practice, running down fly balls, and how fun the craft actually is. He's another guy I should have mentioned when I was talking about the Pilars and Almoras, but he's got some new tricks up his sleeve that I've never seen before, and I've really enjoyed getting to learn from him. I think probably the most. He's a familiar person who I've never met, and I think that it's been really cool to see what he has to say. So, and what advice he can give.
Thanks.
Next question is from Disha Thozar.
Hey, Pete, just being at your first big league camp as an 18-year-old, have any of the coaches or players expressed surprise or maybe just been impressed by your maturity and overall poise at this point in your professional career?
Oh, I mean, no. I'm sure there was just some surprised people that I was here, and I was surprised myself again. But I just hope I make a good impression on people, and I'm just thinking about getting along with everybody and doing this together, because the fact that I have no intentions of making a big league spot this year, I'm just here to try and help out as much as I possibly can. Also get my work in and learn, but I want to make the big league club's life easier. So however I can do that, if that's if that's having to push people, or just listening, shut my mouth and listening, then I want to do it. And yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'm sure people are surprised that I'm here, but I am too. So
Thank you.
Next question is from Joe Kraus.
Hey, Pete. Every player's motivated by different things. What motivates you the most, Pete?
My parents, for sure. I mean, I'm their only one, and they did a lot for me, baseball wise, and I think they were probably the most instrumental in whatever success that I've had up to this point, just because they never pressed me to be a baseball player. They always wanted me to do whatever I felt like I needed to do on this earth. So they definitely drive me, but I got friends that I play for. I have other family that I play for, and I play because I love it, and I play because I want to be really, really great at this sport. So I'd say those few things.
Pete, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Thanks, everybody. Great talking to you.
Members of the media, please remain in the room for Luis Rojas, who should be in